The Comet Observatory has full power. Now it can fly through the cosmos again. It's time. Do you want to go to the center of the galaxy? To the location of your special one at the center of the universe? I really screwed that one up. Alright then, off we go. There's a warp field hidden inside the castle.
Go, Luigi!
Go! They are inside! Hurry! Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the episode I'm sure you've hopefully been waiting for, when we take on the center of the universe. No, this is not anywhere near the finale. This is actually probably the halfway point, but you do have to do this at this point. I think you can put it off, but there's a lot of stuff that comes after this, so yes, we're going to be taking on Bowser in his galaxy reactor, which of course has only one mission: the fate of the universe. It was made clear to me during that cutscene how much I do add words into things. Like I said, there's a warp field hidden inside the castle. I just said inside the castle. I guess I just like to put my own exciting creative spin on things. Anyway, let's proceed with what is arguably the best level in the game. So, the music here, as you can see, is wonderful, and you have these gravity spotlights, which pull gravity in the direction they're facing, which is very cool. This is basically one of the... It's the same theme as kind of like the Bowser's... the other two Bowser, like main Bowser, not Bowser Jr. levels that we've done so far, of kind of gravity gauntlet style stuff. That was some sweet alliteration there. And as you can imagine, we'll face Bowser at the end, and it will be no surprise to you the manner in which we face him, because we faced him twice in such a manner already. But, much as I really love the other two Bowser levels, I really love this one as well. It doesn't have the sweet Bowser from the Dark World music from Mario 64, in fact it has its own new music called The Fate of the Universe, which is really bloody good. I would say better than that last one, it fits it so well. And I'll let it play for a bit while I do this lava world. I really should have died there. I was being ballsy and going for the 1-up and long jumped myself into a bad place, but I managed to pull it back. And so yeah, this kind of uses just a lot of the mechanics of the... Oh, bugger. Ow. Ow, stupid hot thing. Oh, well, I'm fucked. Oh, that's how we be greedy. I'm gonna die for my hubris. Yep. What I was gonna say is I really like how this level kind of uses the various mechanics you've seen in the game so far. So, like, the sinking lava stuff, these kind of self-assembling pathways, all that kind of stuff is really put together really well. In the same way, like I always talk about with Zelda games or Zelda-like games, a final dungeon should test everything you've learned up until that point. Equally, if you consider this the equivalent of the game's kind of final dungeon, it should go through the stuff you've done so far. And you should be able to use the skills you've acquired over the course of the game to complete this level, and it does that bloody fantastically, I think. Oh, we need to proceed to the right here. Oh, there we go. There's your window. Run! There we go. And I really like how you fly between all these like planetoids that kind of resemble worlds you've already been to. Like we had Space Junk ones. That was a bit like the not Shifting Sandland. What the fuck's it was called? The Dusty Dune Galaxy. Oh, not going to try and get that one up. Just a bit too ballsy. So the issue here is, so these things disappear after a set time. Oh, bugger. Ugh. And once they've disappeared, they never come back. And the ones that form the ceiling in the section we were just in, form the roof in this, no, form the floor in that section. So I should do that really easily. But basically, you can leave yourself without a floor if you're not quick. Now this bit is very cool because we're on the inside of a tube, and as such, we can move entirely around it, and it's designed... Oh, booger! What I was going to say was it's designed really well. And the fact that I died does not lessen that in any way. I'm being a bit ballsy on this level, and you do actually have to be careful. He says, doing exactly the same thing that got him killed last time. And yeah, so this is all about moving forwards whilst moving left and right, as in using all forms of motion available to you to both proceed through the level and avoid bullet bills, crucially. Reminds me if there's a level on... Oh, no, that's not a bullet bill, that's a bonsai bill. Let's stay way the fuck away from that. And yeah, this reminds me there's a level in Super Mario, not Super Mario, anything, Super Monkey Ball 2, called Construction, where you got to get through the inside of a tube. Except there, gravity is always pointing in one constant direction, like any normal sane game, rather than this one, where gravity is pointing in from the inside out, basically. So here you got to do a lot of left and right maneuvering to avoid bullet bills. He says not avoiding bullet bills. That launch star is obviously where we want to go, and that's a decentish path there. Oh, look at that. Oh dear. Oh, 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 oh. I really feel like I shouldn't have dodged a lot of that. Anyway. Yes, the little turd is very much still alive and kicking. Looking for Princess Peach? Too bad, because she's with me. And he's apparently huge now. He was like Princess Peach sized in Super Mario Sunshine, but now he's like much, much bigger than her, which is bizarre. Anyway, he starts doing some low to mid-level fuckery here. As you can imagine, this floating staircase is not the most stable of edifices. And he starts a meteor shower. There are things to grab on the way up here. I would definitely grab the live shroom, 100%. If you need it, then there is a one-up there to the right. I've got time, I can at least grab it. Not so much necessary, but having 6 hit points rather than 3 in this fight is very useful.
Finally! You got here just in time to see the creation of my galaxy in the center of the universe. Watch and weep! From this galaxy, I'll rule a great galactic empire with Peach by my side. It will last forever. I will rule every pitiful corner of this universe. So, Luigi, as you can see, I got big plans, and stomping on you is top of my list.
I've just committed to it at this point. You can chart it happening by watching the episodes back. Bowser has 100% transformed from Sean Connery into Richard Nixon. And you know what? Nixon actually fits a lot better, so I'm going to stick with that. Oh, that's Bowser's new thing. So you got to hit him that point there. He rolls up into a ball with his face exposed, and you've got to hit him when his face is spinnable. And that's actually how I learned that you can destroy those balls that are normally in the game by hitting them when they're the equivalent of their face, the little red bit is exposed. This is actually a power-up that then became a thing for Mario in Super Mario Galaxy 2, is that you get the ability to roll up in a ball like that. It was inspired by this boss fight. And wallop! So, as you can see, this is doing the standard... Oh, there we go. Standard Bowser boss battle with a few twists. So the first one there was that boulder thing, and here you've got these, like... I don't know what the fuck these are. Melons on a stick. That's always... I think of them as melons, but that's not what they are. You've got to use one of them to hit Bowser, and he'll send him spinning, and then hit him back again. And then hit him a third time, and on each little planetoid you have to hit him twice before you move on to the next one. And the music is so good at this part. It's just not... This whole battle is, woohoo! Not what I would have expected from a Mario game. It's so well put together. And not that Mario doesn't have put together bosses, but like the final boss of Sunshine is not great. 64 is not bad, but it's a bit samey. And arguably, I suppose you could say this is samey, but I think this is bloody fantastic. It's really epic because of the music, and you're inside a star and stuff like that. And it can be hard because, as you can see here, it becomes a real mess. You've got those fireballs going around, and they will continue to orbit the planet while he starts sending 6 electric shocks. Was that 5? It's quite a lot. And now he kills up and rolls at you. Basically, wait until the last moment to dodge. He's got quite a wide turning circle. When he comes out of this, is when he'll ground pound at you. So at that point is when you want to position yourself on one of the kind of vent things, and then you can kind of judge where it's going to be better because this world is transparent. And he just then goes in a straight line when he's skidding like that, and then one final hit, wallop! So yeah, Bowser, relatively straightforward boss fight as you can see there, but so much fun to play and really cool because of the music and the settings, so I'll allow some easiness definitely, and it's Mario games, they're never that difficult, and when they are, they're awful, so let's grab our final Grand Star. And he misses it, well done.
Oh, my galaxy! My empire! This can't be happening!
Do you hear the baby stars? These newborns will grow up to become galaxies someday. When stars die, they turn to stardust and scatter across the cosmos. Eventually, that stardust reforms to create a new star, and so the cycle of life continues. but the cycle never repeats itself in quite the same way. So, you'll see. All new life carries the essence of stars. Even all of you.
Welcome. Welcome, new galaxies.
So I'm never exactly clear on the plot there, but what it seems to happen is, upon destroying Bowser's thing, the whole universe starts to implode, and a black hole appears at the center of the universe, which the Lumas all sacrifice themselves to plug the hole, but in doing... do they fail? It's not entirely clear, but certainly what happens is basically, it's like an episode of Doctor Who. When the Doctor dies, he doesn't really die, he regenerates into a new form, and that seems to be what kind of happens, that like... I don't know whether they stop the gap. It just seems like they don't stop the universe from being destroyed, because it is destroyed and then remade, kind of, and hence why Luigi then's like, welcome, new galaxy! So it's all very strange. But I'm going to hold off on my thoughts for now, because, as I said earlier, this is the halfway point. We have 60 out of 120 stars, and quite a lot of stuff happens after defeating Bowser, and indeed, once we've got all the remaining 120 stars, we need to defeat Bowser again to unlock a final thing at the end. So I will get a chance, don't worry, to go through and reflect my thoughts on the Let's Play when we actually get to the end of it, during the real credits. Therefore, at this point, I am going to say that's the episode. It will have been obviously on the short side, but there we go. Thank you very much for watching. We've just done the center of the universe, and we defeated Bowser there. And next episode, well, we'll be working out what exactly comes next. Thank you very much, and good day.